Good afternoon, everyone. Our choosing movie is on the basis of sex. It was produced in 2018 and directed by Mimi Leader. The film tells the story of Ruth Bader Ginsburg's early career, focusing on her struggles against gender discrimination and the landmark case of Charles Mortiz v. Commissioner of International Revenue that challenged laws based on sex. Are diverse culture represented authentically in workplace setting? The film primarily focuses on gender discrimination within legal and academic setting. Racial and ethnic diversity are not central themes, so their representation is limited. The focus is more on systematic exclusion of women in legal profession. How does the movie portray interactions between employees of different cultural backgrounds? As the film's emphasis on gender discrimination, the interactions are centered on these issues. There's less explorations of interactions between individuals of differing racial, ethnic, or religious backgrounds within the workplace. Does the workplace environment promote inclusivity or does it reinforce exclusionary practices? The movie explicitly portrays exclusionary practices. Jinberg's face constantly sexism and is denied opportunities because of her gender. The academic and legal environments are shown to be male-dominated, reinforcing a culture of exclusion for women.
Representation of cultural groups. Which cultural groups are depicted in the movie? The film primarily depicts white, Jewish, and Christian individuals. The focus is on the experiences of women, particularly Ruth Bader Ginsburg within these groups. Are these groups accurately represented without exaggeration or stereotyping? The portrayal of Jewish identity seems generally respectful, focusing on Ginsburg's personal connection to her heritage. The depiction of male dominance in the legal profession is critical but appears to be grounded in historical realities. Does the movie showcase the value of diverse perspectives in decision making? The film implicitly shows the value of diverse perspectives by highlighting how the exclusion of women leads to flawed legal reasoning and unjust outcomes. Ginsburg's unique perspective as a woman is crucial to her legal strategy and success. Bias and stereotyping. Are there instances of unconscious or explicit bias in character portrayals? Yes, there are numerous instances of explicit bias. Male professors and lawyers express sexist views and underestimate Ginsburg's abilities. Unconscious bias is also evident in the limited opportunities afforded to women. Does the movie challenge or reinforce workplace stereotypes? The movie directly challenges workplace stereotypes by showcasing Ginsburg's competence and determination in the face of discrimination. It debunks the stereotype that women are not as capable as men in legal professions. How are gender, race, ethnicity, and other cultural identities portrayed? Gender is the central focus, portraying the challenges women faced in a male-dominated field. Race and ethnicity are less prominent.
Power dynamics and leadership. A. Is leadership diverse and inclusive? No. Leadership positions are overwhelmingly held by men. The lack of female representations in positions of power is a key theme of the film. B. How are underrepresented groups positioned in the hierarchy of the workplace? Women are consistently positioned lower in the hierarchy. Ginsburg experiences this directly as she struggles to find employment and is often dismissed or underestimated by her male colleagues. C. Does the film show equitable opportunities for career growth among employees? No, the film clearly illustrates the lack of equitable opportunities for women. They are often denied promotions, excluded from important cases, and face significant barriers to career advancement.
Next is conflict resolution and cultural awareness. How does the workplace address conflicts involving cultural misunderstandings? The workplace legal system academic institution largely fails to address conflicts arising from gender bias. Ginsburg often has to navigate these conflicts on her own, using her legal skills to challenge discriminatory practices. Next, are there moments where cultural competence, training, or initiatives are highlighted? No, the film does not depict any formal cultural competence, training, or initiatives. The focus is on individual advocacy and legal challenges to discriminatory laws. Next, are conflicts resolved in a way that promotes respect and inclusivity? Conflicts are often resolved through legal victories that challenge discriminatory practices rather than through internal changes within the institutions themselves. While these victories promote inclusivity in the long run, the immediate responses within the workplace are often resistant and dismissive.
Ethical practices and employee relations. Letter A. Does the film address workplace discrimination or microaggressions? Yes, the film directly addresses workplace discrimination. Ginsburg experiences microaggressions such as being mistaken for a secretary or being assigned less important tasks. Letter B. Are ethical HR policies and DEI efforts depicted in the movie? No, the film does not depict formal HR policies or DEI efforts, reflecting the historical context in which such initiatives were less common. Letter C. How does the company in the film handle issues related to cultural differences? As the focus is on gender discrimination, the film shows how institutions at the time largely ignored or perpetuated these issues rather than addressing cultural differences in a proactive way. Impact on audience perception. Letter A. Does the movie positively or negatively influence perceptions of workplace diversity? The movie can positively influence perceptions by highlighting the importance of gender equality and the negative consequences of discrimination. It raises awareness of historical biases and the ongoing need for inclusive practices. Letter B. Are there lessons that real companies can take from the movie to improve DEI initiatives? Yes, companies can learn the importance of actively challenging bias, creating equitable opportunities for women, and valuing diverse perspectives. The film underscores the need for systematic change rather than individual accommodations. Letter C. Does the portrayal align with real world workplace diversity efforts? While progress has been made since the era depicted in the film, many of the challenges Ginsburg faced still resonate in contemporary workplace. The film serves as a reminder of the ongoing need for vigilance and proactive DI efforts.
Next is recommendations. So first, how did the movie improve in terms of cultural sensitivity? While the film focuses on gender, it could have included more intersectional perspectives, exploring how gender discrimination intersects with race, ethnicity, and other identities. Second is, what best practices from the film should companies adopt? Companies should adopt proactive measures to identify and address bias, promote equitable opportunities, and create a culture of inclusivity where diverse perspectives are valued. So, third one is suggestion for fostering a more inclusive workplace culture based on audit findings. So first is implement regular bias training programs, establish mentorship programs for underrepresented groups, conduct regular audits of hiring and promotion practices to ensure equity, and last is create employee resource groups to support diverse communities within the workplace. So, in conclusion, our overall rating of cultural sensitivity is good because it is primarily due to its strong focus on gender equality, though limited in its exploration of intersectionality. Second is final thoughts on the accuracy and impact of the movie's representation of workplace diversity. So on the basis of sex, provides a valuable historical perspectives on challenges women face in the legal profession. While its focus is primarily in gender, it serves as a reminder of the importance of ongoing efforts to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion in all workplaces. So the movie's impact lies in its ability to raise awareness and inspire actions towards creating more just and equitable environments. So that's all. Thank you.